This is my 2026 Tesla Model Y dual motor long range Juniper, and as of this week, it has a new title. It's actually Premium, and I didn't have to do a thing. I've got an upgrade and I am so excited. But what about that all new Standard Model Y? What are you losing and what are you missing compared to this model? Should you take the bait? Let's find out. All right, before we begin, I do want to preface that this is for the US market that we are going to be covering for this Tesla Model Y Standard. And also, I know that the Tesla Model 3 has its own standard, but we are going to be focusing on the Model Y Standard and the different variants for the Model Y for this video. A lot of the same things are going to apply for the Model 3, so have a look on the Tesla.com website. But let's dive into it. That's a dual motor long range now Premium. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video now that I got your attention, and hit subscribe while you're at it. All right, back to the comparisons. All right, so here we are on the Tesla website, and we're going to go ahead and order now. All right, taking a look at the order page, you can see there are now 4 different models that you can choose from. The Performance all-wheel drive was dropped a few weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and that is there at the bottom. These are all cash prices, and that's at $57,490. Now there is a new entry-level model, the Standard, which is rear-wheel drive and comes in at $39,990. That, let's take a look at the specs here real quick. The Standard has 321 miles of estimated EPA range, 125 miles an hour top speed, and it's pretty slow, let's be honest, 6.8 seconds 0 to 60. Taking a look at the Premium, now that there are 2 Premium models. This is the Premium rear-wheel drive, and we're going to go over all the different things that it comes with and doesn't come with. This weighs in at $5,000 more at $44,990. 357 miles of range, 125 miles an hour top speed, and is a little faster at 5.4 seconds, 0 to 60. The next one down the line is the model that I now own, and now it's considered Premium. Yay me. All right. Premium all-wheel drive comes in at $48,990 and has estimated EPA range of 327 miles, 125 miles an hour top speed, and 4.6 seconds 0 to 60, a little faster still. As we go down the list, they keep getting faster. And of course, the big dog, the Performance model, that's going to be your fastest one. The most specs, the most things included at 306 miles EPA estimated range, 155 miles an hour top speed now, and a 0 to 60 of 3.3 seconds. So what we are focusing on mainly, though, is this Standard model that just came in, and taking a look at it, you can immediately tell the difference from the front nose here. There is no front light bar. The headlights are definitely more minimal. Dare I say it looks maybe a little more aggressive. The wheel covers are definitely different. Taking a look around the side here, that is pretty much the same. Not too much difference there, even from the Gen 1 Model Y to the new Juniper. Back end kind of looks the same. However, these brake lights here do not go all the way across. There is no red light bar. This will be most noticeable at night, of course. I think this rear diffuser is about the same. Doesn't seem to look any different. There are the new wheel covers that comes with. We will go over all the different specs for wheels as well. And that's that. Oh, here's the interior. So take a look at this interior. This to me over here looks like cloth. I believe they're calling it textile, and cloth on the door cards as well. This is different. This center console thing is definitely different. It's got this space in between here. So there's no storage unit right here, just air, which you could of course store things down here as well. So definitely a different look in terms of that. Back seat, same deal. It looks like we've got cloth on the bottom part of the seat and part of the top, and we've got the vegan leather up top there as well. So definitely some differences in the back. There doesn't appear to be a screen back here either. USB ports, of course. manual air conditioning, but no screen back here. So keep that in mind. That's just one of the things already that's missing. So scrolling down, there are only 3 colors: stealth gray, pearl white multicoat for $1,000 more, and diamond black for $1,500 more. Once you add the upgraded paints and possibly the upgraded wheels, the upgraded wheels come with the next step up in premium. And if you got the stealth gray, you're in the ballpark of this premium rear wheel drive. So I don't know. This is kind of a weird thing to me. So very strange. It's offering 18-inch wheels. That to me looks really weird. There's a lot of gap here in the wheels, but hey, that's your choice, I suppose. So if we just go bare bones, standard and included paint and 18-inch wheels, we're still hovering at the $10 under 40,000 mark. The black interior is the only choice, I think. Let me see if we change this color. Yep, still black. Yep, still black. So black interior is your only choice on this one. And all this other stuff is all, you know, like, hey, mobile chargers included, so that's good. Which I don't believe, by the way, the mobile charger is included on the Performance, which you're paying more. Oh, it does say mobile. Okay, good. A few days ago, it was not saying that. So they've changed the wording. It was like in that weird transition period when they were adding this standard to the list here, and I wasn't seeing the included mobile charger. So across the board, all 3 or all 4 now get the mobile charger. Let's dive into the differences, shall we? Because that's what you've been waiting for. Let's see what your money buys or doesn't buy in this case. So we're going to go ahead and hit the view and compare features, which doesn't seem to be working. There we go. Model Y features. So we've got the standard, premium, and performance. Taking a look at the standard, obviously we've already taken a look at the front nose is different. We've got the Fun family. They are ready to go in their stripped down Model Y with less features. They're already eating in the car. That's a no-no. All right. Model Y standard for anybody and every drive. Bring everyone and everything. So they're really touting the interior storage, I suppose. Unparalleled efficiency. I will give them that. Teslas across the board are very efficient. Have more fun, play music, movies, games, high resolution on the 15.4-inch screen. The first 3 models of Tesla Model Y all come with the 15.4-inch screen. The Performance has a larger screen. We'll get into that in a second. Virtually no maintenance. I attest to that. I really don't do anything to these cars except tires. Built for safety, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then they give you a couple more choices here. The premiums and the performances. So let's take a look at the premium, which is now the model I have. Obviously, the front is different again. It's got the light bar. It's got the rear light bar. So just giving you an overview of what you can expect here on the website. They're actually selling that feature right here, the front and rear light bars. Increased aerodynamics, efficiency, and range. Second row 8-inch screen, so they mention that here, obviously, with power recline seats and fold flat Bluetooth connectivity. The Bluetooth connectivity is not fold flat, but the seats are. I read that weird. Everything from every seat. You've got that second row 8-inch touchscreen, recline seats, max connectivity. We've got the phone key. Interesting they're mentioning that. Does the other one not have that? Premium suspension. I'm going to mention that here. We're going to see all the differences, but here on the outset, yeah, the standard does not have the premium suspension, which means it's going to probably have a rougher ride. I'm going to be honest with you. Lots more speakers on the premium. Acoustic glass is mentioned. So, and then they give you the other 2 choices as well. So let's really get into it now. We all know the performance is better in pretty much every aspect. All right, here's the tab that everyone wants to see. It lays out exactly what they come with and what they don't come with. So let's go over all this. Standard, $39,900. Rear-wheel drive premium, $44,900. All-wheel drive premium, $48,900. And all-wheel drive performance, $57,490. They've got their buzzwords here: most affordable. Then you got premium comfort, more range, premium comfort, more traction. So they're touting that, dual motor aspect. And then, of course, the max performance, which I own a 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. Yes, it's nice to have that extra power, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Range, we've got 321 for the standard, 357 for the rear wheel premium, and 327 for the premium all-wheel, and then it drops to 306, the lowest of the bunch for performance, which kind of makes sense. 0 to 60 on all of them, we kind of went over this, but 6.8, 5.4, 4.6, 3.3. It basically just goes down as you get faster. External power is only offered on the performance model. That's basically an adapter that you plug into the charge port, and then you can charge other things or run other things like the Cybertruck. I wish they would add that to the other models, but as of right now, that's a no-go. Supercharge in 15 minutes. This is something I want to test because I've got the premium all-wheel drive right here, and I want to see in 15 minutes, can you in fact add 169 miles? I will be doing a test on that. So supercharge in 15 minutes, 160, 182, 169, 144. Audio, this is a big one here. If you're on the fence deciding whether you want the standard or bump it up to the premium rear wheel drive, these are the two right here that you'd probably be considering. You only get the 7 speakers on the standard. You bump it up one level and you've got 15 speakers and the subwoofer. And I can attest, because I've got a standard Model 3 and now I've got the premium all-wheel drive Model Y, the sound system is next level. If that is the one thing you get out of this video and jumps you over the edge that says, hey, I'm not going to go for the $5,000 savings, I'm going to bump it up to the premium. If that's the one thing, that's a good one. Connectivity, this one's interesting. So the top 3 models have FM radio. Now, I am a long-time radio veteran. I've been in it for a very long time. I still do a radio show, but I get it. FM radio's kind of dead or dying, and you can get it elsewhere. You can get it in apps. The TuneIn app has pretty much every broadcast radio station if you want to get your favorite station on there. It just makes it less easy. But looky here, the standard does not include FM radio. So everything else, cellular data, Wi-Fi, ultra wideband, and Bluetooth connectivity across the board on all 4 models. It's missing the FM radio. Wheels, now we have 18-inch aperture wheels. Those are the ones included for this standard. And then the 19-inch crossflow, which comes standard on the next level up, premium and the premium all-wheel drive. So if you upgrade to the crossflow wheels, you're already almost in the ballpark of getting the premium, just doing the wheel upgrade. Okay. Displays, obviously has the 15.4-inch front row touchscreen, as all Teslas do have that front screen, but does not include the 8-inch second row. And I can attest to this, if you've got kids, they do like it. They do like having that screen for the AC, for gaming, for watching things. They actually use it. I didn't think they would. I thought it would be kind of gimmicky, but I'm finding my kids, who's 16 and 12, they use it. Interior, closed glass roof. And then across the board after that, panoramic glass roof. So I haven't seen these. From what I understand, it still has the glass roof. They've just covered it, so you can't actually use it. So it's a cost savings in that they're building the same, but they've taken it away in terms of functionality, which, in the summer, I've got mine covered up anyway, so okay. Open center console, as opposed to center console with extended storage. We saw that earlier. Manual adjusting steering wheel. So that's old school. You're literally pulling down on a lever and adjusting clunk, clunk your steering wheel, as opposed to the power adjust steering wheel on the other models. Decor, textile decor, of course. We saw that. Cloth is what that basically means. And the rest have micro suede and textile decor. Air filtration, particulate and odor filter. The rest across the board have HEPA and bioweapon defense mode. There are so many features you're not getting for just $5,000. Climate control, second row manual adjust air vents all across the board with the screen. It's all done within the screen, touch screen, very cool. You're going old school, no screen and regular vents. This one is another big one here. The seating. Dual tone textile and vegan leather, like I showed you earlier. First row heated seats. I could tell you having the ventilated seats in the summer is absolutely not a gimmick. It is so amazing. And that alone, when you add the speakers and the ventilated seats, those two things, I don't know. Second row manual folding seats, and then across the board, power folding seats, which is fantastic. If you're doing a Home Depot run and you want to get those seats down, you got to add some extra stuff. Boom, they automatically down. You undo the, you take everything out of your hatch, and they come back up instead of lifting them up yourself. All right, exterior, LED headlights, auto high beams, manual folding side view mirrors. Manual. We're going really old school at this point. Everything else across the board. Auto and adaptive high beams, and then power folding and auto dimming side mirrors. The jump from standard to just the next one up, premium rear wheel drive, for that $5,000, you're losing a ton, like a crazy amount of features. I don't get this at all. I get it. The $39,000 price tag is enticing, but when you see what you're not getting, okay, it's your money. Ride comfort, passive shock absorbers. This one is huge. Everyone likes to tout the frequency dependent shock absorbers on the new Juniper. The quieter, softer ride is a real thing. I can tell you that after 4 months of owning it. It's awesome. So basically this goes back old school, and you're going to have a rougher ride. There's no way around that. Driver assistance. This one is also huge. Notice, no auto steer. That means no autopilot on the freeway. You only have traffic-aware cruise control. You are driving the car at all times. Of course, it's going to handle your speed and traffic around you and that stuff. I could tell you, having Autosteer or Autopilot on the freeway is definitely nice. Now we've got included with all trims. So this should put aside all of the things that people say, it doesn't come with this and it doesn't come with that and mine comes with... There are certain things that come with all 4 of the trims, and that includes 2 wireless phone chargers, 3 42-watt outlets, 2 65-watt USB-C ports. The 3 42-watt outlets, where's that? I'll have to address that later. Aluminum and premium textile details, first row power recline. Okay, that's good. Footwell and door pocket. Ambient lighting, hey, that's good. I didn't get that in my standard Model 3 back in the day. We've got the same amount of cameras, trunk, hands-free power on approach, which I haven't used yet. I got to set that up. First row touchscreen to adjust the air vents. Of course, that's pretty much every Tesla. Also included with every Tesla. You could see here, comfort, active safety, entertainment. They've got the grok, if you're wondering about that. I find it kind of useless. App control, obviously that's a huge Tesla selling feature. Dash cam, Sentry mode, charging on the road, superchargers, trip planner, all the fun stuff that Tesla is known for. So there you go. There's a lot of stuff in there that the standard rear-wheel drive for $39,990, yes, it's more affordable, but that's about it. It's missing a lot of stuff that I think, I'm not you, it's your financial decision, but at the end of the day, I regretted not getting the next level up, the middle row tier of Model 3, because I got the standard range plus. I said, hey, I'm getting the plus. I'm getting 20 extra miles. Yeah, that soon went away, and it dropped to under like 200 miles, and I regretted not having the bigger battery, the better sound system, the ambient lighting. I did get fog lights, though. A few months later, they discontinued fog lights for the standard range plus. Weird stuff. They were still there. Tesla just turned them off and said, you can't use them. So that begs the other question. Of all these things that you don't get, what is not listed here that you don't get that we're going to find out over the coming months when this comes out? When does this come out? That's a great question. For my area, it's December. So we're not even going to see these things until December of this year, 2025, maybe even January 2026. I've got a local overflow lot that I live near, and I will definitely be checking for this model to see if I can see it before everybody else. But obviously, we're not going to see that for a little while. So there you go. Those are all the many differences of the all-new Tesla Standard Model Y, comparing it to the rest of them. So there you go. Make your buying decision a wise one. Don't have any regrets. And now you know all of the differences that we know of. All right, so there you have it. Those are all the features that you might be missing if you decide to get the Tesla Model Y Standard. That's the new model that came out this week, and it's got a lot of missing features. So should you take the bait and opt to save that $5,000? Well, first of all, that $5,000 is not actually $5,000 if you upgrade the wheels, maybe opt for a different paint choice, a color. Then we're just talking a few $1,000s difference. So you might as well get the standard color and get all the other stuff and not worry about saving that money. Because over the course of a loan, if you're getting a loan, that's not a lot of money for your monthly payment. So really what it comes down to is don't have any regrets. If you go for the standard, then know what you're getting based on today's video and all the things that I showed you that it is missing. So there you have it. Yes, I regretted getting the standard before, and I'm really, really happy. Granted, I got this in May. Really happy that I got the dual motor, long range, now premium. I got an upgrade this week. Didn't even have to lift a finger. So don't forget to hit the like button on this video. It means the world to me and takes seconds out of your day. And if you haven't done so already, I know over 18,000 of you already have, hit the subscribe button. It also means the world to me and takes seconds out of your day. So I'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching.